So hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So this Australian artist Margaret Preston relating IELTS reading is there. So if you think that first you will read the whole passage and knowing about this artist's life journey and all, and then you can easily find the answers for all those questions, you are wrong. Sorry to say about it, you are wrong, because how can you learn? Because you must be doing practice, and how can you learn remember so many things given in one passage, and you have to do at a stretch 3 reading passages in 60 minutes. So don't waste your time in reading full passage initially and then you will be solving your answer. No, only you should understand the meaning of the title, and then we will see the types of questions we have. First is true false not given, second is complete the notes below. So only 2 types of questions are there. It means that is first reading passage. Sometimes in first reading passage also you may get 3 types of reading questions. Okay, so don't worry about it. We will do it according to the sequence the examiner has given. First they have given true false not given. It means initial paragraphs will be about these true false not given, and the last portion of the passage will be about the complete the notes, means fill in the blanks. Okay, and if you say you will be doing first question this complete the notes below means fill in the blanks, it's your wish, but I always start my reading with first type of question, because according to the passage number of paragraphs 1 2 3 they have designed these questions. Definitely these questions, all questions we will get it in sequence order, like logical order. Like first question we will get it here, second maybe in this paragraph or in next paragraph. So number wise we will be reading paragraph, number wise we will be reading the questions and find the target in these questions. Okay, let's start this true false not given. You will also be doing with me, and in next reading next video I will be doing this bar graph. That was part of 13th April 13th April IELTS exam. Everywhere almost same question was there. So let's do true false not given. As you know, if the statement, this is the statement, this is question statement, if the statement agrees with the information, what is information? That question related information we will find it in paragraph, and that information, that location is properly matching or agree with the this statement. In this situation it will be true. And if something is different, instead of German, if suppose they may be saying Russian or Australia, then it is going to be false. Means something opposite thing if they have described in information, means in reading passage, then it will be false. Not given will be there in that situation if they are not talking about German aesthetic, tradition, portrait, nature, realistic and all. Okay, so let's find the keywords. So first we will try to understand its meaning. We will read it, meaning and keywords. Always follow keyword strategy, it is important. If you do not follow these keyword strategy, I am sure you can't finish your reading test, all 3 reading passages in 60 minutes. Not possible for you. Artist in the German, aesthetic, tradition, portrait, nature, realistically. Okay, we will find German first because this is eye-catching and important word. This word they can't change it. They can't, examiner can't change synonym for this German word. That's why I am selecting this keyword. Artist in the German, aesthetic, tradition, portrait, nature, realistic. After finding the location with the help of this, then we will find whether this artist in this tradition portrayed nature realistically or artificially. Okay, so let's find this German aesthetic tradition. I will show you paragraph also and question also. So first paragraph, I am looking for my German aesthetic tradition. Side by side, please do your underlining work, means homework for next type of question, so that next type of question when you will be doing, your keyword location will be easier for you to find. So I am looking for my German. Okay, Germany is not there in this paragraph, so I am going for next paragraph. German aesthetic tradition. See this same word, we have got it. Now let's read it. Now we have got the location, I think. Artist in the her. Okay, artist. Her early artwork was influenced by the German aesthetic tradition, in which subjects of the natural world were depicted in a true to life manner. Artist in the German aesthetic tradition portrayed nature realistically. So yes, in which subjects of the natural world were depicted in a true to life manner. It means they were using natural realistic things. So definitely answer is true. Okay, second, now look at this location, artist. Of course they are talking about artist. So if you think where is artist, so they all started talking about Margaret. You can read first paragraph again. So this is all artist. Here this may be, they may be talking about subjects, means artists of the natural world were depicted in a true to life manner. So yeah, these subjects word may be talking about artist. Okay, second question. Margaret attended a famous art college in Paris. Okay, if she attended a famous art college in Paris, then definitely true. And if they have not described any attending of famous art college or not, then not given. And if they may be saying she attended her schooling, she did her schooling in Paris, not talking about college and all, then contradiction will be there. Instead of college, school, if they are talking, then false will be there. So Paris is the word, then after that we will find college. So Paris is here, see this. Margaret first visit to Europe in 1904 and her studies in Paris, it is given. Okay, France had little impact on naturalism that dominated her work from this early period. However, some 8 years later, after returning to Paris, she began to recognize the decorative possibilities of art. Okay, travel to England also, but here that is not described over here, whether she attended a famous art college in Paris or not. Not given will be there. Third, Margaret met her husband, okay, William, while teaching a craft at a rehabilitation unit. Okay, first this is my keyword to find the location and husband also, and this person name also. Yes, if she met her husband during this during teaching a craft at this unit, then true. And if she had met her husband somewhere else, then false. And if they are not talking where she had met her husband William in this or this, then not given will be there. So our location word is rehabilitation and William. Okay, so this paragraph, potteries, but some develop her interest, various printmaking design in your England's West Country. Rehabilitation unit is there. See this, in England's West Country, she taught basket weaving at a rehabilitation unit for servicemen. It was on board a boat returning to Australia that she met wealthy person William, whom she married in. So she, in fact, in question statement they have given she met while teaching a craft at this, but here it is given it was on boat where she had met her husband, this person. So it means this is false information is there. Margaret, next fourth question, Margaret Preston and Thea Proctor. Okay, these two names are our keywords. Explored similar themes in their artwork. So after getting the location from these two words, we will try to match whether they explored similar themes or they explored or they made different themes in their art. That is important to find. That will give you answer. Or Margaret and Theo Proctor. Okay, Proctor in this next paragraph. By the way, you can subscribe and like my channel. Thank you so much. So her major showing in Australia, her means Margaret. showing in Australia was with her friend Thea Proctor in exhibitions in this and Sydney in this. Many of the Preston's prints were hand printed in such scarlets, red, blue and greens. Okay, and all of them were set in Chinese and this. Okay, harbor views. Let's go to next page. So next page, harbor views were again prominent, but in comparison with earlier artworks, they were compact and busy. Okay, using striking contrast of black and white combined with elaborate patterns and repetitions. Other prints were okay. It was still these still life. So I don't think so. They are talking about whether they used similar themes in their art. So you can see full paragraph. Again, I am showing it to you. Proctor person name is here and you can read full paragraph. You will get it, your answer. So I am writing it not given. Fourth is not given. Now fifth one. The Margaret's 1925 artworks of Sydney Harbour were simpler than her previous ones. Okay. So if her work at Sydney Harbour were simpler than her previous one, than her previous artwork, then it will be true. And it was complex and busy and all. It was the work were complex and something different than the previous one, then false will be there. And if they are not talking about whether her work was simple or complex or something different kind of, then not given. So somewhere 1925 is here. Yes, because before previous question was not given, it means location is here only in 1925. Okay, her major showing in Australia was with her friend this and this, Sydney, in 1925. Many of the Preston's prints were hand colored in rich scarlet, red, blues and greens and all. Then again prominent. Okay, harbor views were again prominent, but in comparison with earlier artworks, they were compact and busy, using striking contrast of black. Okay, other prints from this period, native florite was with still life. Australian native flowers were equal in beauty to any exhaust. No, location is here. Let's read it again. Margaret's 1925 artworks of Sydney Harbour. Sydney Harbour is also not there. Melbourne, Sydney Harbour is also not there. But in comparison with earlier net artworks, they were compact and busy. Many of the prints were hand colored in rich scarlets, red and green. All of them were set in Chinese red. Harbor, harbor word is harbor views were again prominent, but in comparison with earlier artworks, they were compact and busy. Margaret's, let's find it again. Margaret's artwork of Sydney Harbour were simpler. Yes. I think opposite thing is given. Margaret 1925 artworks of Sydney Harbour were simpler. No. So harbour views were again prominent, but in comparison with earlier artworks, they were okay. So artworks of Sydney Harbour. So harbour is there. Were simpler. No, it was not simpler. So I can mark it false. It was not simpler. So it was compact and busy actually. But in comparison with earlier artworks, they were compact and busier. So, but here they are saying were simpler than her previous ones. Because of this, I am having doubt. Okay, let's read it. You can also text me about this question. The colors in Margaret's Birovra prints were bright. Okay, sixth number, the colors Birovra. So Birovra is here. So this paragraph we will read it. So this paragraph we will read because here the colors in Margaret Birovra's prints were very bright. Okay. So Birovra's, they have started from here and we can read it. Prints also. Can we read it from here? Let's read it from here. lived with her husband at this on the upper reaches of the this river. The area was one of the rugged natural beauty. For the first time, Preston found herself living in a home surrounded bush. Prior to this, native flowers that featured in her painting and prints had been purchased from local florists. They now grew in abundance around her. Preston's prints, okay, this is the location, became larger, less complex and less reliant on the use of bright colors. So here they are given false information, were very bright, it means it is false. Okay, when living, next question I am doing, when living in Brevera, Margaret painted flowers in their natural location. Yes, flowers were no longer arranged in vases, and Preston began to concentrate instead on flowers that were growing wild. Yes, so it means Margaret, just look at the location, Margaret painted flowers in their natural location. Here also it is given, they are talking the native flowers that featured in her paintings and prints had been purchased from local. They now grew in abundance around her, and here it is also given, no arranged in vases. Preston began to concentrate instead on flowers that were growing wild. It means this is true. Now next question is complete the notes, and here they have given instruction, one word and or a number also we can write. Now let's start it. So it's important to read the title of these fill in the blanks. Okay, so Aboriginal influence. So interest in Aboriginal art was inspired by seeing rock engravings. Let's find this rock engraving and this home. So here we have left this paragraph, so it means next paragraph we will follow. Brevera is there, and I am looking for, yeah, same word was there, rock engraving I was looking. I will just show it to you. So see this same word we have got, rock engraving is here, and we are looking for interest in Aboriginal art was inspired by seeing rock engraving close to her Brevera home. Incorporated dash and colors from, it means this is important, and colors, blank, this is blank. So after blank word is and colors from Aboriginal art. So let's find it. And on returning Sydney and later visited them many important sites throughout Australia, Preston believed that Aboriginal art provided the key to establishing a national body of the art reflected the, okay, during 1940 symbols used by Aboriginal together with colors word is here. Okay, colors is there, it means we have got the location. See this, colors and colors from this art. So this they have given in her own refer to Aboriginal sources. Okay, symbols used together mean incorporated. So to symbols used by these people together with dried burnt colors. So no, this will not come because this dried and burnt are the features of colors. So it means she was using symbols. She incorporated symbols together with colors. So this is the answer. Okay, next, sources. Sources word is here. See this, for next fill in the blanks I have found sources. Often referred is also important to, means known as, to Aboriginal sources in the dash she gave her artwork. Okay, artist titles from this period frequently acknowledge her sources. Okay, in her own work often referred to Aboriginal sources in the dash she gave her artworks. Okay, yes, artist title from this period frequently acknowledge her sources. Okay, colors from this art in her own work often referred, means people have given some refer to Aboriginal sources in the she gave her artwork from this period. Okay, artist titles we can, and reveal the extent to which she draw inspiration from traditional to create her own. Nothing is matching, only we can write titles. Sources in the titles she gave her artworks. Next question. Now next question is 1953 exhibition. 1953 is here. Very old method of dash was used for some prints. Okay. So it was at the age Preston produced her most significant prints. The exhibition at this in Sydney include 29 prints made using the ancient technique known as stenciling. See this very old method. So it is clearly given. Exhibition is there. 1952 is there. Old method of exhibition included 29 prints made using the ancient technique. Ancient means old, known as stenciling. So we will write it here. Now look at 11th. Was inspired by dash about Chinese art. So Chinese word is here, that she had started collecting in 1915. 1915 is here. So let's read it. Many of the artworks in the exhibition incorporated her fusion of Aboriginal and Chinese concept. Preston had admired Chinese art since 1915. This is the location from here when she acquired the first of her many books on the subject. Was inspired by books, we can write. Books is written, so we will write books only. Now combination of this already they have told. Now next question, old age. Still interested in dash and art. So this sentence structure we will just find. And still interested. So next paragraph, old age, definitely we will read. So this paragraph we have done. And here no old age is there. But however, in her prints of 1950s, Preston combined Chinese ideas with her understanding to the Dreamtown creation stories of. Preston did not let age, okay, age word is there, alter her habit of working hard. As she got older, her love of painting, printmaking, and is also important. Let's read it. Let's go to next page. So we are looking for this. Worked for nearly 6 decades, making more than so sorry, we are looking for 12th. Still interested in dash and dash. Okay. Here they were saying as she got older, her love of painting, printmaking and travel continued. So travel, I can't say it is related, and art. So printmaking we can write. So art is this painting, and then we can write here printmaking. Painting, prints. Yeah, we can write because here also it is print. So we can write printmaking. So I have written printmaking. Now 13th last question. Worked for nearly 6 decades. Okay. By the death of here in 1963, making more than dash artworks. Okay. When she was 88. Okay. She had produced, making more than means produced over 400 paintings and prints. More than, over means 400, we can write it here.